Hello, welcome back to the link between longevity and community. In our last episode, we explored the traits of thriving communities and the lessons that we can take from them. Today, we're examining how technology shapes our connections. Does it bring us closer or does it push us further apart? And most importantly, how can we use it to strengthen, not weaken, our communities? Let's talk first of all about technology's role in connection in general. So obviously technology has transformed the way we connect. It allows us to stay in touch with loved ones across the globe. We build communities around shared interest, and we access support systems that we might never have found otherwise. For example, social media platforms have become virtual town squares where people can share their experiences, celebrate milestones, and mobilize for causes. Online support groups give those with rare conditions or unique challenges to find a place to feel understood. Apps and messaging platforms make it easier than ever to maintain daily contact with friends and family, no matter how far the distance. But while these tools have incredible potential, they also come with risk. Some of the very platforms designed to connect us can leave us feeling isolated, envious, or unseen. Studies show that heavy social media use is linked to higher rates of loneliness and depression, particularly when people compare themselves to others online. So one of the biggest challenges of technology is that it can create an illusion of connection. A like on a post or a quick comment on a photo may feel like an interaction, but these moments are often shallow substitutes for deeper, more meaningful relationships. So think about how many times you've scrolled through social media, liking photos and videos, without ever having a real conversation with the people behind them. Or how often you've sent a text instead of picking up the phone or visiting with somebody in person. So this illusion of connection can be particularly harmful when it replaces face-to-face interactions, because those are proven to have the greatest impact on our mental and emotional well-being. Eye contact, physical touch, and the natural flow of conversation cannot be replicated through a screen. So let's talk about mindful use of technology, because despite its pitfalls, technology isn't inherently bad. The key is learning to use it mindfully. So here are a few ways to make sure that technology strengthens your connections instead of eroding them. All right, first of all, prioritize quality over quantity. Instead of spreading yourself thin across countless social media platforms or group chats, focus on deepening a few key relationships. Reach out to friends or family members for meaningful conversations rather than relying on surface level on-air interactions. Second, set boundaries with technology. Schedule times to unplug and focus on being present with the people that are physically around you. This might mean putting your phone away during meals, setting limits on social media usage, or creating screen-free zones in your home. Third, use technology to facilitate real-world connection. For example, you can organize meetups through online groups, video call a distant loved one, or use apps to coordinate volunteer efforts in your community. The goal is to make technology a tool that brings people together in meaningful ways. So there are some other positive examples of technology in community building. In fact, the ways are probably countless. It can be a force for good, and it can help to build and maintain community. So consider virtual communities that offer safe spaces for individuals with shared experiences. From parenting forums to mental health support groups, these platforms provide connection, good advice, and camaraderie that might be hard to find locally. Technology also allows us to organize for social good. Crowdfunding platforms help people rally for causes that they support. And apps for volunteering connect users with opportunities to give back to those in their area. I remember back during the COVID-19 pandemic, technology became a lifeline for many of us. Video conferencing platforms allowed families to celebrate birthdays, colleagues to celebrate, and students to continue learning. It's how I practiced medicine for almost a full year. So while these interactions weren't the same as being together in person, they showed how technology could bridge the gap when physical connection wasn't really possible. Technology itself, remember, is neither good nor bad. It's how we use it that matters. When we approach it with intention, it can be a powerful tool for strengthening our communities and deepening our relationships. Okay, in the next episode, we're going to wrap this series up by focusing on practical steps that you can take to build your own longevity network, a community that supports you in living longer, a healthier, and more connected life.